Hello, everyone. Welcome. Uh, this is my first streaming in a long while. So I'm trying from from try on starting to taking the streaming grind again, that sort of thing. Well, with that said, welcome to the stream. Today we're playing. Uh, Today I'll be a hero alongside a few other games on my MokaDevs. Uh, fellow, uh, mo- bigger VTuber. Be honest, I don't know about what I would do them. But I just start this game, while trying to reach, and I look at the rest of the catalog, and I really like the art style and the ideas of them. So yeah, that's what we're playing today. This game, I, I'll be honest, the description basically just says most of the same. Most of what basically going going heroes with your friends. That's the general idea. I got from my background. I know a lot about adventuring with people you like. So let's see if this becomes a start. So here's so here's so, so here's how this is going to be. So here's sorry, I haven't read in a while. I haven't read on stream in a while. Is this actually? Let me check the audio is right. That should be better, I think. I think. Okay, let me check the audio real quick. Okay, there is. Now let's go on. So here's how this is going to go. You are the hero. Hello, and you're going to do what heroes do. Oh, well, what would that be? Is it recruit a party, get stronger, and most important of all, save the princess? Sounds simple enough to me. When do you start? Uh, how? Uh, uh, how we get stuck with its losers? We already cleared the first dungeon. Keep talking to yourself, Dunderhead. Sorry, the last bottle must have hit me a little too hard. Great work in getting the dungeon, everyone. Yeah, this is right. We stay the princess in no time. With no thanks to Jig and Burst over there. What are you even good for? Ahem. Looking pretty and doing a little jig, obviously. Is that the one I joined the party for? Sure, where's need those things? I like, I like, I like little jigs. I can't stand any of you. Yes, just have to sit then. Let's keep going. Hold on. Who died and made you the leader? Don't be silly. They're the hero. No one needs to wait for them to take the charge. Not this early on, anyways. As a hero, you must prove you're worthy to the party. Standard stuff. Standard stuff. Aren't you forgetting something? Oh yes. Let's go. Save the princess. Hey! I thought we go from point to point and make choices. Yeah, that's it. The path you have been taking since leaving your humble village has decided to split into two. Sorry, sorry if sometimes I check the audio. I will be honest, I got a new headset and the audio gets kind of screwy when I'm have the mic on. On my side anyway, it should be good, uh, for you the viewer. The path you have been taking since leaving your humble village has decided to split into two. Annoying as it is to choose, it would be more annoying still to split up. Which path do you take? So yeah, this game has multiple endings, so choices do matter. The one Tango returns, shocked by Bambor and haunted by shadows. What choose? To request a divination from the mage. Ha! You choose just no, spread a coin and let face decide. Yeah, I think. Wow, this is. And we don't get to know the other path. Oh no. So in theory, this in theory should be the right choice, but the hero is trying to be like the leader. So asking for help this early on could be a red flag. I do love making bad choices though. Uh, mm, nah, let's play safe on the first route. When you help the mage, the help assists with your pathfinding. This stutter slightly. Well, I guess I'm careful with that sort of thing too. A handful of mother chants later, the magic that surrounds their staff points a bright and binding arrow towards the terrifying looking path. What? Where are the choices going to lead to that one? Everyone grows. But the mage holds more interarsenal than the simple skill of divination. With a wave of the staff, they can clear up a bubble that monsters bounce harmlessly off of. It is so surreal as to be almost fictitious. Fictitious. When you emerge out of the other end, you are safe and taken care of. The city on your map turns out to be less of a civilization and more of a handful of shacks placed effortlessly together. It's fine, but it's certainly not a place to prepare for your grand quest that you had hoped it might be. The fact wastes frustration on your mind. More frustrating still when they refuse to speak to you. You were counting on a handful of extra ration bread, but when the local baker refuses to open his door to you, that's a bit difficult. Can we just get the mage to stop this? No, it's your method of making friends and recording ring and music. Intimidation is household. You will simply let them admire your brain. I should stop making. What did I make? Why did I say to play a choice-based game? I do like making bad choices. Okay, that does it. We are going to just let the image do a lot of the work now. You dot your eyes and rest your teeth. You smile and tilt your head and fold your hands. You breathe a bit. All of this does very little. Just give me a second. For a little stickiness, the mage seems to have no cracks with bending moral rules in this regard. Their staff was a present mere forward. Almost instantly, talking with the villagers becomes an agreeable matter. So much so that you feel guilty and apprehensive. Hey, so who's to say you won't be pulling this trick on us in the future, huh? Don't be daft, this doesn't work on idiot. And it leaves one vulnerable to letting themselves get pummeled by any witch enemy. I won't risk that. Lodging bags of hard rack out of the village, you are uncertain how you feel on the matter. I do enjoy making bad choices. The forest looms ahead. Is it dense, foreboding, magical? These are the descriptors you heard before you lay proper eyes on it. Right now, it simply feels tiresome, until waiting to make its way into your sight. You have been traveling all day, after all. But the sun has yet to set. There are adventuring hours early in the day. So you decided to reach out and grasp them. Every second that slips past is taken the pieces to me. Mm. With uniform efficiency, you lay on your provisions and then pull up before the sun has even touched the horizon line. I'm being made to sleep before my bedtime. I might will hear of this. You have no more to speak of. Hmm, perhaps you could be close enough. Perhaps you could be close enough. The mage hits the jester with his staff. The night is peaceful. The mage blows you out a tonic that calms your whirlwind of anxieties in your head. When sleep catches up to you, it's unmerciful and relentless. Though you rested with nothing but a thin seam between you and a layer of rubber, you feel better than you have in recent memory. There's a small trail of snot breaking down your nose. You do not notice it. If you had, you would have hurried to wipe it away. Instead, the mage carves you all on it. You can't do even this much for yourself. Just for you to know. Sometimes, just for you to know what I'm doing physically is cover my face, is like look down, cover my face myself. You try to lean away from the hand, but they are surprisingly fast. Their colorless thumbs pushes the further away. There. What is new? We have become dependent. If the rest of the party notices, they mercifully do not comment. Right, I was checking the audio. El problema igual era el líder, ¿no? Huh. It's longer than I thought it would be. Seeing all of the puzzle routes, since it has like routes and such, I'll probably should change the stream setting. Alright, I'm changing some things. Save the rest. Alright, let's continue. The underground crosses brown. Too rhythmic to be the wine, too low to be footsteps. Before anyone can comment on it, something lunges out from the tree line. A wolf-shaped thing, fur matted dark, eyes of shade, a shade of yellow that you see only when you fall asleep. Is it your first fight? Hello there. Didn't see you there, sir, or ma'am, or non-general thing. Don't provoke it. Too late for that. Today is our dinner. Nothing specific, especially clever. Just hungry, fast, and between you and the rest of your day. I don't find. This is a bad choice. Could be a very bad matter. What? Maybe playing a game about choices when you have choice paralysis is not a good idea. Uh, okay, let's go to Firehead. The mage doesn't roll across. The planters to stuff in the dirt, eyes narrow, a red mutant something low, a quick order to breath. Hold position. It's going to cool from your left in about. The creature lunges from the left. Now! Burst of light flashes from the staff tips, catching the creature mid-leap and sending it tumbling sideways with a jerk. It scrambles, upright, disoriented, shaking its head. Red obstacles forward, whichever side looks quickest. Jester! You were throwing your right leg, so. The creature slashes the creature down. He's jabbing more slapping! I see. So yeah, basically we changed protagonist after that. Okay, let's continue. I have an hypothesis now, but after a sudden outburst of rain, your party stumbles off the beaten path and into a wasted crying. Is it the sort of dime a dozen about that you have seen erected in many places? There is even one of similar make in your village. Yet this one horse is served differently. When the party rests, something about the place seems to answer. There are no romantics. There's simply an unsettling too precise sense. Whatever you're quite hoping for feels reflected back at you, gently as if the crying rain knew. This feeling holds you awake at night as your companions rest. A vision tickles at your mind. It feels nice to want to stay. Okay, so my theory right now is that the game will change protagonist again, depending depending of if we do enough choices change protagonist again. We started as the hero, but we ended up as the mage to basically them making all of the work. So if my process connect, if I the top the bottom choice, then maybe the yes step, right? But I kind of want let's we're going to replay this. Why not? Let's go this. You hold your breath. Count backwards from 100 by 2s and touch the back of your eyelids with your pinky fingers. You go through every possible action to stay present, sure of yelling at your companions to leave. But you keep your mind about you. You are not certain whether you managed to sleep at all during that night. So that was a no. I'm still happy look at the mirror. Oh. That warrior in the other bush just got a stolen chest with a lock that's clearly seen better days. And also clearly still has something in it. A local you pass mentions almost as the aside that a locksmith took cleans over might have a key that is near enough to most things out here. The mage studies the mechanism for a long moment before producing a small peak from solely nowhere, making quiet work of it. Everyone grabs. I mean, I guess if you're a mage, locks are magic. Tell stubborn. To gain the resources here inside. Okay. Okay, thankfully the changes are we start here, go to the three choices, and then we decide protagonist that way. Then something may have happened here if we decide wrong. Maybe. You're getting taken care of after a particularly tiring, if ultimately inconsequential fight. The warrior got a gash along their forearm. They're pretending not to favor. The jesters limping in a way they're covering with an unnecessary amount of rubbish. Even the hero came off of this crap of worse than usual. The mage moves between all three of you. Stop growing fade at the tip. The expression is somewhere between concentration and barely contained irritation. Reckless, you are so reckless and idiotic, and we have heroes for a reason, don't we? You won't leave us to die out there. I have been tempted. But you won't. We're too sexy to die. Let's all get back to first friends so we can keep going. I'm working it. Hey, were you right? Might take a look at my shoulder too? Twisting it's something funny back there. First tear then. Huh, and my anchor! Very dramatic injury, very tragic, destroyed treatment. It's a sprain. A tragic sprain. Actually, what you're right, the strap on my back snapped. The main staff hits the ground. That isn't a what you're at. That's a different task entirely. But soon enough, everyone's patched up, restrapped, rebuttoned, and back on their feet. Okay, they're getting tired. A cozy overpriced scene sits at the little edge where the road still comes across. Past this point is tense and ground and whatever the forest provides. The innkeeper makes sure you know exactly how much that's worth. What does that? What does this mean? Okay, I get it. Why not? This is familiar in a way that you don't particularly like, but it just insists that this is a team-bonding investment. Stay older enough to make the innkeeper busy with recalculated revenue. Your party lasts more than they have in days. What? Something bothering you? No. You're a bad liar. It's rude to be so broad about that sort of things, my mate. I don't care. The girl relaxed at the image alcohol-free face. What's the matter? Is something to do with your dark and mysterious past? I don't. I bet I can get it out of you. Test me, test me. Yes, there. For once, the waterstone is firm. The Jester raises their hand in mock surrender. Oh, wait, I wanna hear. Only burning life as. Jester! The Jester shoots their jaw fast enough that their teeth click. They are still grinding, though. You come across a one-day merchant with a card of eclectic wares. Allegedly, there is a neat item from every name, era, and land. What era is the cursed one from? Excuse me? And listen, some explorers. Still enchanted. I fail to understand which items Sarah refers to. The goblet. Hero, don't get the goblet. Wait, let's remember this way, shall we? Which item do you choose to purchase? Your hands raised with a merchant, and in a moment the knife sits against your skin. It's so solid and comforting, with a weight that is easy to wear. Just ring in experimentally. Well there, let's not get over evil, shall we? You're frustrated and not apologetically. Regardless, you feel a bit safer as you leave the stand. Coin change hands. The party come across an old campsite. It is long abandoned by previous travelers who came this way before. Here, ash, carved mesas, maybe a journal or two. Artist is strewn about half-hastily. The mage pokes the wrist casually with her staff. Curiously, you're leaning to read the messages. I'm finally someone. You remember my name. The message continues this way and then gets shorter, more repeatedly, they stop mid-sentence. This is the unmistakable shape of people who got an answer to their one and didn't come back from it. The rim. A groan hangs heavy over the party. I said I want to make bad choices, but I can't anymore. You're polite. You have enough sense about you not to store those at rest. But perhaps you're still a little bit selfish still, a little self-centered. You organize to remain just a little bit, in case someone comes back for them. An injured beast blocks the path. Pale fur is marred with dark spots. So whether this is a gift, it's been born with, or simply a part of blood, who can't say. You can just ignore it. Can you? Can I? God damn it. I wanted to change expressions, but my thing doesn't work again. The hero steps forward. Quickly and efficiently, you take care of it. This is not made to suffer a single second more. The party moves on. Behind you! The warning comes half a second too late. Something catches the mage across the side, and they go down hard. A stamp skiing out of reach. Got it! that the last one? It looks clear to me. Nice. Everyone in one piece. All good here. Never better. The mage pushes the third upright. Without help, retrieves their staff and doesn't bother brushing the dirt off their knees that are showing through the torn fabric. Let's keep moving before more show up. Ah! Right. Right behind you. You let me fall! The party pauses. You let me fall and you didn't! You didn't ask if I was okay. You didn't even look back. We're busy protecting you. What are you talking about? Don't pretend you care about me. If I wasn't keeping you alive, you would have left me to die. I keep on thinking that you care, and time and time again you prove to me. Okay, I made bad choices. Great. It's too late. It's too late to turn back. You prove that you don't. You don't care. What's happening? Oh, no, that's happening. Right. You don't listen when I warn you. You don't hear when I ask you to stop. When I ask you to slow down to hold back, you stay worried too much. Could I not? When I'm the only one that worries. When I'm the only one that backs you up. You don't even thank me. Like you don't even see me. I'm sorry. I had no idea you felt that way. I know. You don't pay attention to how I feel. None of you do. You could have said something? The good old capital C communication? If I spoke about it, you just make fun of me. That's how you do. I'm sorry. I wish you meant it. The mage walks ahead of the group. Nobody joins them. On the bank of a particularly famous river, you are brought to a heart by the storekeeper. Regardless of how many pretty places you throw their way, they're unwilling to move. Choices, best stuff, and why am I, why am I, why am I like this? Why do, why, sorry, have to lower the volume. Sorry, had to, sorry, what's this? Actually, give me a second, I have to. Okay. Back. What? Mm. Okay, actually, I'll work again. Alright, that should be better. I think, probably, hopefully. But that fine print there. Fine print is fine. That is most present on the I'm referring to this concept of, if I'm reading correctly, in the bed of a party that tends to cross while chasing after the ring, the rates will. The image negotiates a discount to sheer technical correctness, or the tollkeeper's sound poster rates. Despite keeping your wallet lighter, through the number crushing is too decent for everyone's head to want to print the image for it. Oh, fuck you! That's the fucking issue! Another shares on top! Rest is important and necessary. The party makes camp early enough that there's still daylight after left to spend on something other than walking. Just get laid out across barrels, tall herms, and a cheap buckle and door edge of a blade to see more use than care. You don't even notice the tear in your sleep until the mage is already kneeling beside you. Near threaded. First tears, you have been walking around with this puppy open, with this trapping open for 2 days. I didn't think to mention it. I didn't. Wait, so you noticed this and didn't say anything? A short distance away, the jester narrows the process. Horse tear. The things I put on with for you people. You fight back, snores. I don't sound like that. You sound exactly like that. The mage teaches don't slow down, but the jaw tightens. It's the particular kind of irritation that only shows up around jesters specifically. A traveling swordman finds a group and demands a duel with a hero. I have already traveled far and wide and finally find there's actually a hero in this part. The title actually are, only I can tell, can I? In this part, didn't we just get here? Never doubt the power's strong reputation, my friend. There does not seem to be any malice intertwined. Regardless, you must fight. Before the swordsman can even finish their declaration, the mage has already catalogued them head to toe. Right hander, follows their back, leg, combo commits on their first strike. You're going to break that. If you got that from a single glance, I pay attention. The roll begins, and just as predicted, the swordsman's opening strike is big and certain. A strike meant only to end the fight before it starts. You don't meet it head on, you let it pass a hair's width from your shoulder, starting where the mage said it would. What? The follow-up is yours. The fight is over before the swordsman has the chance to reset their footing. Who's this for? Let's help! Just a little? A lot, actually. You're welcome. You encounter a fragment of the ring. Stand back! Don't tell me twice! Don't be rash. No one is happy about the encounter. For adventurers, encountering the rim is never an endeavor to look forward to. Even the brashest of knights recognize the heart that might profile one with a pure desire of serving their king. It's a small thing, you can touch this easily. Just step it easily. No great Husta, no great flourish. You hide behind the water's back. It's even a bit comforting. I'm still triggered, burst out of the dark, brandishing a knife. Oh, what? Who are you? Stand back. To whom do you speak? I take no orders from you. I'm not going to let you hurt my friends. Come any closer and you'll meet the business end of my break. Wait, don't be so hasty. If there's a business end, there's also a party end. Inquiring minds would love to know. I fear no great and I mean you no harm. Drop your weapon and say that again. The mysterious figure does not drop the knife, however the grin of steel points Edward. It's not a surrender, it's not a gesture of trust, it is a compromise. Who are you? What do you want? I am but a rogue traveler in search of a hero that will defeat the ring. I raised my dagger on the chance you were bandits. As you have no attempt to rob me, I can see that this isn't so. Yes, well, more friendly then would be to simply ask, greetings, are you bandit? Be quiet. How do we know you are not a bandit, huh? I have not attempted to rob you. Yet. Let's not make hasty conclusions. None of you have come to harm, so we can surely be sure about this, right? The water keeps the ray aloft, the mage stiffens, the jester begins to whistle, begins to whistle, the hero crystal throat. Some might call me a hero, if that is any way to your liking. The rogue raised some and don't you avoid it. You feel yourself conscious. I would like to join your party, yes? Ah, this is more the merry kind of situation, huh? This is the water turns to a rage, ready for one of the Arcana dozen runs on the questionable safety of this encounter. The mage has nothing. Fine, but I will watch you. Day in, day out, understand? An admirer supposed to be an admirer supposed to be a wild and had one of those. That's not the water and the rock went in a back and forth. That sounds as natural as if they had been Boston friends. The mage watched quietly. We are we are on the last we are on the last strand. The coastal path narrows into something that can't rightfully be called a path anymore, just a seam in the cliffside. Is it very wide enough for one person, descending towards a cave mouth half swollen by a tide? If someone goes out the other end, they can toss a rope from over the top side to hurt the rest of the party. But who? Yeah, no, I'm not feeling through that. Not what I want. Did you feel that? There's ground down there. I volunteered to stay up here and hold the rope. What an important work. Possibly the most important work. It needs to. Want to go in, want to watch the line. Her hero can fit, so can I. Expect a bit more than I got for everyone. You know, our anchor making the rope join your party has been. Is there something they know that you don't? Well, probably. They are more well traveled and more worried than you. That isn't really a decision to be made. The rope is right in the rope. The cave swallows sound the way the forest never did. Your own footsteps come back to you, straying in the beach, bouncing off wet stone. The hero moves ahead. The rope moves ahead with unwilling light. Give a second. You get the sense that's familiar with this kind of dark. You aren't. The rope looks down at you. It's as if they expect you to fall into the pit you have found yourself in. I got, I got you. No, I'm fine. Huh? You have saved up enough resources for exactly this moment. With a little work, you have casted yourself out of it. Ta-da! What? You could actually do that? Why is it so surprised? That, that's not. Wait, watch out! The frankness the road has lived now they are in the pit. Look at how the tables have turned, huh? It's no problem, just let me. That's not good. You join my party, and you want to give up that easily? Shame on you. That's. I'm not leaving you to die. You lower the rope. The rope takes it and pushes himself up and stabs beside you. There is no attempt to hide their anger. It's not like you to be this well prepared. What do you know about me? It's not a problem Whatever, it doesn't matter whatever image you have conjured in your head. The rock finishes. You make your way out the other end of the cave. With some finagling, you are able to pull everyone else towards safety. The mage oh, passes you over while the warrior looks at the rock suspiciously. There's some sort of unexpected resort. There's some sort of unexpected resort, evidently. So you guys will work together. Good to see. Good to see. No hair from a hero. What? I definitely hear this review revisionist. The rogue speaks carelessly, as if they resented you for being born. You fight off a pout. The mage gives you a piece of handcraft to upgrade yourself with. The ruins rise out of the seaside hills like something the world tried to forget. Pillars worn down to stones, a staircase that goes nowhere. Moss has claimed most of the stone, but here and there a carving still shows through a face. Through a face, a date, a name no one living can read anymore. You don't remember falling behind from the rest of the party, but it happened. By the time you look up, the sound of the party's voice has thinned into something distant, swallowed by stone and all quiet. They didn't say anything. They just stay. It's just you and the road. You know, used to come to to places like this before any of you. Uh, huh? You don't understand what they mean. There's something in their voice that wasn't there this morning. Do you know why you joined your party? To watch us. Make sure we didn't. Sure. I joined because I wanted to see up close what makes someone worth the door opening for them. I have been watching very closely. Before you can finish your next stop, the rock has crosses on your collar. The wall is upside down, and you are. It's hard to tell which in the half second it takes for the ground to rise. The back of your skull rings with it. Rain gets in your eyes before you can blink it clear. The rock is on top of you, and is spinning your arms before you even finish resisting. You are on your back. There's no struggle in it for them at all. No effort, no hesitation. Just the car-practice economy of someone who has done this before. No, I'm sorry. As someone who has thought about this so many times that don't anybody contact you. You watched the iron knife in their hand. What? I did wait. I wait the entire road, even before I joined the party. I wait. I watched you flinch at every shadow, hesitate at every choice, and I keep thinking, surely they'll prove me wrong. Surely they'll remind me what I'm told made this worth it. You never did. The rest of the iron knife. You close your eyes and wait for the knife to finish you. It never reaches. What makes you so different from me? I'm the one who had to go through all of that. What makes it so you get a life of possibilities and I don't? Could you? Who doesn't even understand the shape of their one deserving more than I do? It's utterly unfair. Don't you think so? You feel right on your cheeks. You don't open your eyes. That would be rude. Instead, when you move to hug the rope, your hands fill them out for you. You make out the shape of their shoulders, of their back, and then put yourself up around them. I'm sorry. Hey, no. I'm sorry. Shut up. It's not like you could have known. And I've got us to the ground. You sit side by side. The sun is setting. Something about rain. You can help but admire them. You think so? They just look like rocks to me. Yes, they don't look like much. Yet they are special, not because of what they are, but what they have survived. Very respected and tough for you. You don't sound like you mean that. I'd be more impressed if they grew legs and started working. Are you so much smarter that you want to talk about rocks? The rock relax. Ever so softly. Hero rings back. The rock is a mistake, I know. But you don't need to know everything about a person to put down roots friends. That's what you are now, aren't you? Friends. A nice word to roll around in your mouth. The shape of the Princess Tower has begun to crest over the horizon. It invokes in everyone a second wind that encourages you to put one foot in front of the other more firmly. There it is, finally. Huh, look at that. Very tall, many ominous. 10 of 10 would rescue Princess from. I could do another decade without saying it, frankly. We're actually crows. We're actually. We're crows. Pick up the pace, everyone. Listen to the record feed now. Oh no. They are not feeling well. The water breaks into something just short of a run, bursting over a fallen log with the button to check what's on the other side of it. What's on the other side of it is a sinkhole. Half here on the on list, the kind of things that's been waiting personally for exactly this. What? Ah! They go down hard. They go down hard. Half the legs swallowed into a gap before they manage to craft themselves all back up into solid ground, almost scraping loud against rock the whole way. You excited about this obstacle course. I'm I'm fine, but even further. They are visibly favoring the leg. F- Fine, we're fine. We're different this one. That's right, we're different. That's what helps you sleep better at night. And even if something had happened, the man would have sorted it out, right? Exactly. So no need to worry. The water crabs the mage on the shoulder on the way past already moving again. The mage doesn't laugh. The mage doesn't move. Hey, you coming? I'm sick of this. Even after all this time you have learned nothing? Oh, he pulled one of those finger pointing knuckles again. Don't fucking say that, you asshole. Quick, somebody must send the motor. I can't stand to hear another word. Then sit down and listen, because I will not repeat myself. You are all going to die without me. You can do a single battle without a foot in your face. Oh, ew! It's just a more a crow, actually. I personally will fine, actually. So, I know for a fact that you are an agile bones and you can dodge attacks, so you should start doing so before one of those bros become your last. Hey, we are doing our best. Do better. You're not only looking out for yourself. So you better attack. And then if he's someone behind you, like me, who should not be getting hit, what then? Well, you can take a cup of this. You are not a bag of squishy tomatoes. I cannot do my job if I get hit, and that job's keeping all of you alive. Do you not understand how important that is? You don't. None of you think, I mean, when your thick scores combine, and then the responsibility of how your life falls to me. How is it any of that fair? You're making your point. Not. Another thing, expecting to pick up after everyone all the time. I am not your caretaker. I am not your servant to boss around. If you cannot value me for what I'm worth, then I don't want to be around you anymore. Oh, you're so dramatic. Someone fetch the muscle. I'm serious. I'm sure a packet of Kirsten. No. How dare. I'm not an animal that you can just leech up and do your bidding. Ah, you're gonna suck. You in particular have brought me the wrong way since the beginning. I can never understand why we have kept you around. Why anyone would listen to someone that's only noticed to be a nuisance? And why no one would listen to me? You all think I fuss too much. That I sap the fun of out of your frivolities. Fine. I'm not the killer of your dreams. I'm not the best there ever was. But you took me in the space because you needed me. Why can't any of you act more like it? Why can't you see? What's the nothing ever do good enough for you? Well, why am I the only one who's speaking? You don't even. None of you will even. Is everything I do really worth nothing to you? I'm not even worth a response? Is that it? You're going to just look away and pretend this isn't about you? None of you will say anything. None of you will. You just let me shatter? Alone? I could rip out my hand off my chest right now and you would just stare at it. That's how much you care. I'm sick of being strong alone. I'm sick of being the only one who. You take my presence as a given. You think you can get into all sorts of trouble because I always be around. How much more of you can you take before? You think you can keep falling into danger just because I catch you? I'm not waiting for the next slip and fall. I'm not being your healer, your mate. I'm done. Oh, wait, what do you mean you're done? Huh? I mean it. I'm done. I went out. I'm not saving the princess and I'm not saving any of you. Not anymore. I'm sick of playing happy family with you. That's not what I signed up for. Do you think it's a little late for you to throw in the tower? We are hitting our final stride. This is big, bigger than anything we have faced so far. Then let me be without. Then let it be big without me. Was never the hero you wanted to have. That you had to have anyway. But hang on. Come on, just one more battle. For good time's sake. We're friends, aren't we? It's a little bit late to be pulling that card, I'll be honest. Boss, darling, but we're not even married. You can't find a ditch to rat in for all I care. I'm done. The mage exists. The hero takes a step, then falters. The warrior raises a restraining hand on the hero's shoulder. Let's them go. We can only fight with those that are willing. They say so many things I could barely keep up, and now we have won every fight so far. And we'll win every time to come. You know you won, you idiot! Oh! Ugh. What? Uh, that's literally the most important. That's literally the most important member of any party. One just cannot survive without a mage. How is it supposed to do anything? And not even that. How? Uh, uh, that's what the heroes do. Heroes face forward. Heroes do not run away. We did not come this far to lose. Indeed, what lies ahead cannot be infected by thoughts of those that we have abandoned us. You abandoned them! Uh, even this is not something new. They could have fixed all of this trouble. I just wanted to be heard. You cannot. No, not like that. You were hung out like glitter to ride on a rainy day. Mm. Say something stupid right now. It's about time. Let's see a princess, one and for all. This is going to end badly. That's kind of what I wanted, right? You find the range, the white things that are lost and to be found. Not because you look into the right place, but because you're eventually run out of anywhere else to go. Not that it matters in any sort of metric anymore. Look who finally started to come crawling back. Don't talk to them like that! Do not talk to them like that, you. Experiment Electro. I know my lesson already. What is the other one? What do you think? We're a party without healing the most precious part of the quest. What? Have you not seen me that you actually need me? Something I've been telling you all this time. You learn your lesson, I learn mine. The hero sighs deeply. The weariness cannot be faked. Tower jumps in front of you, tall and empty. There is no room left. You look left and right, upside and down. In a way, the lack of doors feels like a relief. You know what you have done, and you found one. They are gone. Every one of them. We were overrun. Serves you right. Fall back on bravery, not pride. You think we were overrun because we were strong enough? I think you were overrun because all you did is forge ahead without considering any of the consequences. Something that could be avoided. You have just listened to me in the first place. Here fits collapsed in the ground. Our friends are dead. Our friends are dead. They're not coming back. I told you. The ones you swore to kill no matter what happened, no matter how bad it got. Where did Renee and you ever get us? You asked me to spare you the lecture, and did you think you have the right to stand there and scold me? Yes. You abandoned us. We needed you. You never cared about me before. Is that right? You're always so sure about everything. You never let anyone convince you otherwise. We should have tried harder to talk off to you if you're that dangerous campaign. Is your fate for second pride? They literally told you all of the problems. They literally told you everything that was wrong. They this basically happened before, and then there was a second and third chance that this technically my problem, but the way they can. Technically, this is my doing too. I don't want you to talk up to me. I don't want any of you to change the way you are for me. I don't. They are really gone. The world is clear. No, not the world, just your heart. The loss is a gaping chasm, unseen but flooding multitudes. You had prepared to lose a friend if you had to. You had not prepared to lose all but one. No, no. No, you're playing a trick on me, right? Allah, you got me. You can come out now. I learned my lesson. I get it. I was wrong. That's what you wanted to hear? I, I know everything. I'm not the smartest of the pack. How much growling do you need before you forgive me? I told you they're gone. Not coming back. I'm sorry. It's all my fault, isn't it? You have been here. I shouldn't have left. Just wanted you to follow me. Just wanted to stop being invisible for once. Wanted you to stop talking taking it for granted. It didn't mean for this to happen, I swear. You know, if I had known, should have followed you. I'm sorry. Neither of us could have known what was going to happen. Did you forgive me? You came back. Did you forgive me? I already did. Then I left and I was being unreasonable. I knew that you have more to look out for than every outfit I pitch. I'm so tired. I wish I could keep you all safe, however. I wish more of this was up to me. I wish we ne- I wish we never got hurt or harmed. I wish we lived easier lives. I wish I wasn't the one that has to watch you all break so I can see you back together again. I think I wanted this once. You did? I wanted to be the one that hears, that rebirths and remakes you. Nobody ever tells you that when you are the healer, you end up with the most blood in your hands. The thing is even if somebody told me, I wouldn't have believed them. Why not? He was supposed to make the pain preventable, curable, a problem with a solution. My hands are supposed to heal, to make it all better. Again, along had come care injuries, disease, poison, burning, slashing, stabbing, bruising, reclusion, curse, demonic possession, among others and others. But death? Will never overcome death. What's the stupid thing I could? They are truly gone. I'm sorry. It wasn't me I could have made it out alive. How did you? Is it that you alone stay standing? You what taught me a couple of things, but I watched you tend to the others. I could only stop my own bleeding. It's too late to save anyone else. Some hero ended up being, huh? The pain, will it pass? That pain I cannot hear. Nobody can. The mage begins to roar away. Suddenly you feel panic in your chest. Wait, don't! The mage pauses. I want you to stop. Stop what? The counting, the watching, everything you learn from me. I want you to learn this. I want you to. You already know it's too late. You can see them knowing it. The same way you know which injuries don't announce themselves. You're supposed to stay a hero. You didn't. You never see the mage again. Not that mage. Your friends, your beloved friends, they're gone. Every single one of them. The paranoia of grief doesn't leave you. You understand just a little bit the mage mentality that you give to keep them not are just as puristic. See the bandage to one of the world's unavoidable screams. Doesn't really matter now though. You put yourself into the understanding you were supposed to have. One day you revisit the tower again. It is full of wounded gash so deep that nothing could heal it. Your staff lights up the inside. Today, I'll be the mage. Wait a second. Just again. So yeah, that was the that was the That was the first route that we played. Yeah. If we continue. Yeah. Okay. So I guess each one will follow three characters. Uh, Actually, I'm pretty. How many ends? We that took about an hour. Okay, I, I was going to, but I just checked how many endings does it has. 4 routes and 5 endings. The endings are actually very assigned to each ending. When I I don't know how much of my adventure experience do I talk about. Hmm, I guess I kind of align mostly with the mage in this situation. It's clear that it's clear that the way they were being treated by the rest of the party was not acceptable at all. At least the way I see it. Everyone in a party is important. But it gets if it gets to the point, everyone is a part important, but it's inevitable that some people are just more experienced, more can do more for the party or have bigger roles. And the match in this case was fulfilling that. They were in the route that ended up taking were basically the ones solving all of most of the issues. Going basically putting the foot forward and resolving a lot of issues that they were most you know solving more uh, they were problems and the rest of the party taken it for granted. And even though the moment at which they exit probably wasn't for the best, is still understandable. These kind of problems don't happen suddenly. They bore up, they leak, and then they just completely explode. The party, I guess the party was foolish to continue without the mage because they at the point didn't realize just how much they really needed for the whole adventure. I, you know, it had, my party had a mage. Yeah, every elementary party has some kind of podcaster. Actually, she was kind of like that, but we didn't really have that kind of. I mean, at least as far as I knew, didn't have this kind of interpretive program stuff or elementary. Good, good. All right, let's continue. Here's how this is going to go. You're the hero. Hello. You're going to do what the heroes do. Huh? What would that be? The crew party gets stronger and most important for save the princess. Sounds simple enough to me. When do you start? we're already going over this. Let's just. I'm curious what, it's obvious that each, individual party member will have their own issues. Which will happen in each route. I will look over the major route again for some of the, most split decisions. The path you have been taking is leaving your humble village, as decided to split into two. Annoying as it is to choose, it will be more annoying still to speed up. Which path do you take? Okay, so these center choices. Look, if we take more of them, look goes into the mage's route. I assume by the going ahead into the danger, that the one on top will put us into the warrior route, and then the one on the bottom, the most chaotic one, will put us into the jester route. I think I will go to the jester. I will be honest. In the last route, they were an asshole. So I want to see how my perception of them will change with this. The Crumb's hands, you put out a wooden token that you use to play cards with. It's so well loved that you can only tell which side stares by the thumbs prints left on the surface. With a flick, it goes flying through the air, lands on the backside of your hand, and the super carry pad is instant. Despite protest from the mage, you trip your way through the terrifying underground, or where it will be terrifying. The jester makes such a show of raging danger that the only appropriate reaction is a round of applause. They bow graciously. By the time you are out, you can find that you're actually disappointed the show is over. Alright, standoffish. Give me. Okay, making predictions about the jester. They are the coping mechanism, facade, that kind of things. That's my prediction for the jester. The city on road turns out to be less of a civilization and more of a handful of Jack's places have successfully together. It's fine, but it's totally not the place to prepare for your grand quest that you had hoped it might be. The fact weighs possession on your mind, more frustrating still when they refuse to speak to you. You are counting a handful of extra rations of restoration bread. When the local baker refuses to open his doors to you, that's a bit difficult. No, it's a matter of making friends that with coins, drinks, and music. The jester pulls out what little coin you have, real gold coin rather than the wooden trinkets in your pocket, and practically dance them into the hands of the village you meet. To say, are we supposed to pay the blacksmith now? My breastbone door? You pay him in merrymaking. It turns out almost that the jester pays him. The rest of your party finds yourself sitting outside the village, thick and take, but until late in the night. When the jester finally emerges, it is with a lighter pulse and excruciatingly heavy bag. Charisma appears, am I right? The fire looms ahead. Is it dense or burning magical? These are the descriptors you heard before you laid proper eyes on it. Right now, it simply feels tiresome, and torn waiting to make its way into your sight. And sorry guys, I'll be back in a second. For fuck's sake, it has been there the whole time! I'm I'm ending it. I'm ending the I'm so angry right now. I'm actually fucking losing it. How? What do you mean? It has been there the whole time. Ah! Right now, it's simply fears treason and Thor waiting to make his way to your side. You have been traveling all day after all, but the sun has yet to set. There are 29 hours during the day you just try to reach and grasp them. Now is the time to bond with your companions before they can test you. When next is a chance like this, guaranteed. Let's party, make merry, have a good freaking time of it, right? Got the wine! That's medical wine infused with herbal extracts. Should any of you brought any like them, I need to. Sorry, you were saying? Why do I even bother? By the end of the night, everyone has smiled at least twice, and puke as many times. Too much, but there's hardly any time to hold regret on the matter. You stay up late and wake up later. Basically, the major eliminates all your pony hate. No! No, let's not torture the mage again in this route. Please! Tell me! I, you cannot do this again! One hesitated to call you refreshed, but you are excited and hopeful. You enjoy being the hero. Of course you do. But this is a bit intimidated title, the hero. But it is a bit intimidating title, the hero. A lot to live up to. Well, where will got you down? The sun dapples your window style shadow on your clothing. The gesture effortlessly pulls you out of your top. It's not really that kind of weather. What's to say? Perhaps the hero is opposite day. The sun's a frown, the rain's a joy. Chin up, hero. There's still a long winning road ahead of thee. The underground crosses. Wrong. Too rhythmic to be whining, too loud to be footsteps. Before anyone can comment on it, something lunges from the tree line. A wolf-shaped thing, full metal, dark eyes, so shades of yellow that you only see when you fall asleep. It's your first fight. Oh, hello there. Didn't see you there, madame, or non-yellow thing. Don't provoke it. Too late for that. Sorry, to say well dinner. It's not especially clever, just hungry fast and between you and the rest of your day. The hero steps forward, not with a weapon raised, but low shouting stamping, making yourself bigger and meaner looking than you have any right to be. That's not strategy, that's just noise! You almost recoil from the craziness of it all, but the creature does first. If it's back, it's flattening, caught between hunger and the very reasonable instinct that something this annoying might not be worth the trouble. Careful! Correct things fight harder, not less! Yet it does not bite. It hesitates a bit, setting up the racket before its nerve finally breaks. It turns and boards back into the underbrush, leaving nothing behind but a rustle and the faint sound of its own retreat. What a win for principles everywhere! Haha! Good work, my hero! I don't really think through past year very loudly. I could tell. The party moves on, a little quieter than before. The kitten fade left ran off to instead at the end of a break. Okay. After a sudden outburst of rain, your party stumbles off the beat path to the wayside crying. Crime is the sort of like a dozen of boats that you have seen erected in many places. There's even one of similar make your village. It is one holds itself differently. When the party rests, something about the place seems to answer. So you are not dramatic, but simply uncertain to precise time. While you're quite hoping for fears of either back at you, the entrance to the shrine right new. This feeling calls you away and night as your companions rest. A vision tickles in your mind. It feels nice to want to stay. I don't know! I don't know! This feels like the kind of decision that would affect the rest, even in the past. Should I? Let's just do the opposite of before. Why not? Not only do you see your one, but you reach for it. For the hero specifically, this is what the vision can lead. People of future where the quest finished and everyone knows it was you. That is things a name remember. It feels good. That's the problem. It's not horrifying, it's comfortable. And comfortable is what makes you want to stay in a second longer than you should. You know exactly when the vision ends and when it still begins. When you wake up, it's late. The mage calls the jester for not setting out the alarm correctly. He grumbles at the warrior for not reminding them who carves the mage and not in time. In short, no one is happy. Maybe I should make out the wrong choices again. No, The thing is that sometimes I like this kind of games, like story-based games, but at the same time, there's this core thing that I just don't want to miss anything, and especially this kind of games where you have to replay it once it's over. They want to go. Let's do this. As buried in the honor blues, just for a solid chest with a lock that's clearly been better raised. And also clearly still has something in it. A local you pass mentions almost as an aside that locksmith tool cleans over might have a key that is clear enough to most things out there. Locked things tend to stay locked for a reason. You decide not to find out which reason this one has. You don't mind the silence, really. It gives you time to think, to regroup the thoughts that scatter when you are in the middle of a fight. Your footsteps are grounding a still rhythm to remind you of the journey you're in. Silence is something you're more than used to working with. You might even find yourself liking it, that I'm bored. Not this again. But I'm bored. Go stew on rocks, you will. Or we have food. Or we have food you won't crack your teeth on. Alas, I would like so dashing with fangs. Well, good, it's not my style, as I feel my boredom would sooner be decided by. Is anybody going to finish my sentence? Ridiculous sprinting? Saving the princess? Jumping? So yes, so. She decided then, let's put our heels together and wiggle our hips to unwind the steady. My own heels need no songs to sweat, but I shall sing for you to follow along. Oh no. Well, I guess we can manage the break, right? We've been working for a while. It's too late. Here comes the loot. Food will have the beat and you shall copy. No, please. Oh yes! With me now. Let's jiggle, let's jive. Come now, everybody, you know the word. What? Huh? Where is the winds blow? Where will love, yes, where will stop? I'm cringing so hard right now at myself. I'm not sad. I'm not sad about this face. You come true, like candle bringing light to all me and you. I wasn't trying to sing and dance. Leave me out of it. Yeah, these people like you that needs it the most. Come on, hero. Let us take this wayward song with the power of music. Continue the next line, could you please? Up. Ah! 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 You cannot do this! I can't. Ah! Maybe we should kill someone. That would I would prefer. We would have to suck it. Sick. Oh. Mm. Oh. I mean like. Castle of Green just a stage to admire. The song continues until everyone has forgotten what silence sounds like, and the air is filled with offbeat tapping feet and laughter. I'm thinking, okay, what if I make out of the ground choices? A cozy overpriced syntax is not a literal edge of where the road still has to run out. Past this point is tense and ground and whatever the forest provides. Thank you for making sure you know exactly how much that's worth. Free, of course. Thank you for watching you set up camp on the rooster, the expression that tells you they are particularly approved. You set your coin, then you don't speak particularly well. You come across a bonny merchant with a card of eclectic wares. Allegedly, there is an item from every name, era and land. Oh, where might this foreign goblin come from? Ha! Wonderful eye! My friend is a land whose name is neat and speakable in common tongue. If I put a label on it, I feel the same if we found me. And that label includes the price, right? Huh? Huh? For the merchant distracted, just already pocket the rubber of the back of the card, smooth as anything. Which item do you choose to purchase? There's a time and place to spend coin, and it's not here. You meet the merchant at you, and are on your way. The party comes across another campsite. It's long abandoned by previous travelers who came this way before. I have this sense that if I make out of the ground choices, the rogue is going to fucking kill me. That's the feeling I get. Already if I did the right choices, then it would. I don't know. Let's continue. Jair asked Carl message maybe a journal or two. Artist is true about sarcastically. The mage popped the release casually with their staff. Firstly, you need to read the message. And finally someone will remember my name. The messages continue in this way, and then get shorter, more repetitive, the stopping mid-sentence. This is the unmistakable shape of people who got an answer, after one, and then come back to me. The rim. A brown hands heavy over the party. The dead don't come back to life to take what you need to, which in our university is more than what the council can provide. To pick apart one final journal, it only was asked one question. Then your beast walked away. Pair for is married with dark spots to where this gift is being born with, or simply a fact of not, who can say? You can just ignore it, can you? You just step forward. Oh, come on now, let's talk about this beast man, okay? The beast turns back at Jasper with wide and frightened eyes. Hey Doc, you're injured. Hello, Uncle. Speaking of hearing, why don't you listen to this? The poor looked and began to sing. It's a low, gentle tune, and one so bizarre from the just usual text that it surprises you. The woman passes the just finished term and stands up, wiping her hand on the trousers. Alright, that takes care of that. Huh? What did you even do? A jingle here, a jingle there, a jingle. Enough, I can't stand you. The party walks away. When you press back at the beach, you notice that the dog on the shaky leg. Sometimes you catch yourself wondering if a hero is art is made out to be. After art, there are other people who can rise to an occasion. What makes you heroic beside a question and its source? There are no doubts exactly. Rather, questions with no answers. Well, and you having a good time? It's become a habit, but the jester always seems to know when you're feeling down. You like the jester. The jester never asks too much of you. The jester allows you to be more than just the hero, and isn't that a dangerous thought? Don't cheer me up, have you? I hear enough cheering. Another meeting here, are you? Hey, cheering is important too. If there was no joy, you hardly find the will to go, would you? That's true. Being able to keep your head up is important. My boss is simply that magical. He is a nice voice. When and where is as important as for more productivity and power growth besides. Don't be like that, smart day. I heard it has good side effects. For bad ones, if you split your sides with laughter, and you will not have sides, a much bigger problem. Can we get one conversation with you not making any joke? No joke, I'm a couple of yes. What kind of jester would it be if I let that happen? I mean, we can have serious conversations if you want. Absolutely not. Body the thought. Oh, woe is me. They want me to stop jesting. I am so sweet and so still, and they want me to be boring. I could weep. I'm already weeping. I am crying so beautifully just for you, dear audience. I hear tears. Sad. I mean, is that really the only alternative? Surely you can live a life that's neither funny nor boring, but something else. How about heroic? Just like a hero. Yes, so we can save the princess, we have heard. Well, if the princess was saved by boring people, it would be a sad day for all of us. So we can be boring. No, we can. Never, ever. Do you think I was being serious? Please tell entertainment to me, my happy hero. All you need to do is save the princess. We all have roles to play, and let's keep that smart shining and that from at bay. Knock, knock, knock. What's that? I'm angry monster, quick save it! The jester effortlessly runs out of harsh way, leaving a trail of confetti behind. You don't hear the end of the announcement, Joe. Perhaps you will come up with your own by the time the battle's won. The great techniques and rolls as you get ready for another fight. On the bank of a particularly famous river, you are harmed by the doorkeeper. Regardless of how many pretty trees you throw away, they are willing to move. You know that the doorkeeper can and say it as kind enough words as you can manage that you do not have the money for this sort of thing. They wish you good luck and find the rivers enough to cross with the reason for me. At the next shallow rest, you do not drown, but you lose a bit of resources. Rest is important and necessary. Barty makes camp nearly enough that his daylight left to spend on some earth and walking. Gear gets laid out across bedrock. Storm helm, a ship buckle, a rough edge of a raid that's still more use and care. Jester has not, as far as you can tell, prepared a single piece of gear. They have, however, told 3 stories and started a fourth about the mage's tragic inability to relax. And that's the thing about our mage, that feeling, all that fussing. Someone so to tell that it's not a personality, it's a cry for help. I haven't forgotten what you did last time. Those like you are not aware of what happened in another times, other places, but I know. I know very well. I, I can hear you? Words, yes. The man goes back to mending in sleep silence, which only seems to embody the gesture further. Honestly, between us, my hero, you don't feel for them. Really must be something given that much for that about everything. I wouldn't survive it. That's not Star Wars still. That's just a laugh. No, you see. I'm busting morale by being the worst. Dice gracias towards the mage again, checking for something, finally satisfied. They put the loot on and took a few nerve strength. Anyway, anything to steer clear of that coveted most things of our prize? A small victory, really. I can still hear you. A traveling swordsman spins to a group and demands a duel with the hero. I've traveled far and wide and finally feel there's actually here in this parts. Is that the actual Earth? Only can tell, can I? In these parts, did we just get here? Never doubt the power of strong reputation, my friend. There does not seem to be any malice in their one. Regardless, you must fight. The Jester grabs once, jabs, and theatrical. It roused every eye at the crane to them, including the swordsman. Ladies, gentlemen, and screen wearing swordsmen. Tonight, my event, the hero versus some guy. Some guy? Praise your best now, folks. Our are subject to change, we don't notice. The warriors and mages made pieces of contact with each other. The swordsman composure cracks just slightly, just enough. The first strike comes a bit too early, turns off Dreamer by sheer annoyance. You need to be special skilled to capitalize on that. You just need to still be standing when they overcorrect. But this isn't. And then the crowd goes wild! Your body can hardly be carried a crowd, but it's just a crowd slow enough to consider one anyway. By the time the duel ends, the swordsman does not look defeated, as much as they do simply revolted, like they have wanted the grand story entirely. You encounter a fragment of the ring. Stand back. Don't intervene twice. Don't be rash. No one is happy about the encounter. For adventurers encountering the ring, it's never an endeavor they look forward to. Even the brashest of knights recognize the harm that might befall one with pure desire of serving their king. It's a smart thing. You can sidestep this easily. Ah! 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 Oh no! This was always meant to happen, god damn it! This was always meant to. Oh no, 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 no! Ah! It rattles from where it has laid dormant in your statue. The motion startles you, but you hurry, let it free. Let it free. What? As if it were some sort of animal. Not the whole control independent from yours. It doesn't really matter. It's a brute force method meant to strangle the meaning out of the fragment with the enemy is thrust first. And stronger, the fragment is, it withers and grabs in the core's dry grass. The fragment curves helpless rather than winning. You can see it being already designed. There are enough beings that have helped give it a shape. You rather not tell this to the rest of the world, but here's what can be said about the rim. It's not a rim, it's evil. not any more evil than the fox is for eating the rabbit. And even then, the fox feels too young to take shelter during the season first snowstorm, or may be killed by the hawk. The rain is similar in neighbors on instinct. For most, in fact, it is a harmless trickster. That is why most copy the idea of needing to be safe from the rain. The average person can easily find contentment. They may think they wish for more, but they give them and their family good food and health, and they live out the rest of their day in happiness. It is only when one is deeply content that the rain comes. It promises and it delivers, better than anyone else it will deliver. It won't ask for anything back. It does not ruin your life. It does not force your king. It does not even kill you. It only requires, it only requires. Do not leave the room. It will do anything to assure this. Why, it will even give you a door. A door, yes, the better one. The one you see alone in the darkness, that one. There are many in this world, but this one will take you back home in case your heart still is full of regret. I had to sneeze. I figured, actually, I'll be back in a second. I gotta go for a while. I forgot to put a sign on. I forgot to put a fucking sign. God damn it! God damn it! A mysterious figure burst out of the dark, brandishing a knife. One entrance! Until my heart skip a beat! Move out of the way, it's dangerous! My dashing hero! Rescue me from this small beast! You're overreacting. It's four of us against one of them. We need to get out to Africa. The Esther grins and does a low bow towards the tree stranger. Ever so pleased to meet your acquaintance. That's the most polite I have ever heard you. I swear you try being rude to a person with a knife. See where that lands you. Just to make a choking sound, miming a stab to a road. The makes a step back. The hero takes a step back. The warrior takes a step back. The sea figure takes a step back. The Esther frowns. What? Too graphic? Let's pretend that didn't happen? Okay. And you over there, would you mind telling us why you show up out of nowhere with a knife? And you didn't kill anyone, for that matter. Were you hoping one of us would die? Of course not. Enough head, I just want to know what's going on. I carry a knife for self-defense. It's no simple task to be alone in the woods. As a one-day rogue with no party to call my own, I hope that you won't follow me. The rogue busts her head, the knife remains over her hand, but the grip has shifted to the right. Only the exposed handle faces you now. Guessless, what can I say about I do? I always look at them in confusion. Excuse me? You are excused. But seriously, was not no one else feeling reminiscence of a true love's proposal there? No single stone? Yes, that I applaud your endless optimism, but this is Brad? Well, I don't see any hands grabbing. The light tone breaks down a moment of the video situation. You feel the stubbornness is. Row, are you looking for a party to join? I am looking for a band of heroes to end the reign. I am a standard of the plurality of that statement, but the word slaps your back. We do have the one. What Thursday is that we'd love to have you. But wait, that's not what I. Thank you for having me. Yes, there. The rogue is quite a full body, but the presence does add to your party's numbers. You must certainly need all of the help you can get. Alright, let's see. Does anything changes at this point? Because what I'm thinking is either changes here, or it changes only if we do what very likely is possible a hero rule. If you heard anything, no you didn't. But yeah, let's see if we can do anything here. Let's see, one of them will change. Wait. There. Because that part narrows something can be carefully that can't really be called a path anymore. Just a steam in the cliffside. This is barely wide enough for one person. Standing towards the game mouth, half swallowed by time. If someone goes to the other end, they can toss a rope from over the top side to help the rest of the party. But who? Yeah, no, I'm not feeling to that. Not where I went. Do you feel that? There's going down there. Where I start this part? The cave swallows the sound the way its voice never did. Your own footsteps come back to you, strange and the gray bouncing of wet stone. The road moves ahead with a neon light. You get the sense they are familiar with this kind of dark. You aren't. The rogue looks down at you, as if they expect you to fall into the pit. You have found yourself here. I got you. No, I'm fine. Huh? You're saved up enough resources for exactly this moment. But little wolf, you have costed yourself out of the pit. Resources. The wording makes me think that then it's probably, decisions like going to a river or staying at the inn. I should probably have done that. You will actually do that? Why? It's a surprise. That's not. That's what. Watch out! Yeah, you gotta stop this part. So, bro, that's so ready for some. I mean, so you guys are going well together. Good to see. Good to see. Not care from hero. This is revision. Oh, you never did. No study the crowds beside you. It's only when you hear a goblin noise before you that you open your eyes. A spirit through the rogue's chest is the warrior's prey. Never should have trusted them. They remove the braid in a singular smooth motion. The rogue's body falls quietly to the side. The warrior kicks the blade. The blood does not hit you. Are you alright? Luckily, you not. When the jester and the mace hurry rush into the scene, you don't know what to say. You seem to understand implicitly. Uh, now this is the dilemma of these kind of things. What did I do different at just that? Was just going the gestal route, or was my decision across the way? I should probably the next time with the warrior, what I will do is that I will try to follow the same decisions that I made on my first go around, just to to see what is it what affected. Oh, I could look at the spoilers, but I want to disqualify myself. What happens next is an unexpected punchline. A comedy of errors, none of them your own brings the water down. As in, really, truly down. Or would you call it up when the cause of death was? Carol's would die for! Can you believe it? Way to go! Oh, that was so positively jubilant. Can still see my most charming nights and running over another grave. What is wrong with you? Can you say something like that was no joke or friend? Perish, plundered from this world words, practically laugh right off it. No, that's what I call a killer performance. Quit it with the joke if I shove a stab down your throat. Or could you reach me from all the way down there, dear thing? Or else besides, don't you think it's a tad frightful of you to kill a friend after it was already died? It's just poor taste, darling. Calm it down again and stop. Just stop. You're still the warrior, your protector. Fair by a grizzly creature. A creature who preys on emotions. Something dangerous and unkind. Something that makes you laugh until you choke, until your laughter beats at your ribs, until you something that kills you long after you beg for it to stop. It's just that amusement is not sure. How could it be? The friend was totally to earth by laughter. Yet the jester wants to make you laugh? I don't want to make you emerges to fight each other. Not like this. When it was considered the princess. That was what we set out to do. We all knew it was dangerous. And warrior protected us all the way. If this is where we have to guard them, let us honor the memory by not letting this sacrifice be in vain. I I miss you, my friend. We were finished where we started. Of course we were. Then you mean of course? This is tough round you are. Now I'm stuck with Downer and Downer Jr. waiting on the ropes. Yes, I just have to work harder to lift your spirits. Which one will not be a problem for a world-class performance as my lovely self? The journey continues with a newfound tension, broken only by the jester's laugh, which is no longer humor nor recall. And let's see the bad ending. There's a laughter at the foot of the tower. There has been laughter almost every step you have taken, but here it sends a shield on your spine. The princess' laughter should not follow. When you save the princess, you do not think you should be laughing. The princess will not find it funny. You should not find it funny. Yet you laugh, despite yourself. You laugh. It's almost the end of the road, and of all things, there's simply no door. It's so simple. Just one last obstacle. Yet you laugh, and you laugh. What? That's it, folks. We can go no further. Tell me that your last try is an empty wall? Nice rhyme, Jester. Thank you, Jester. I just. Is it even worth it, really? What's the point of all of this anyway? Let someone else be the hero. You don't mean that. As we have come this far, after everything we have gone through. Yes, jolly Josh. Let us just give up right at the very end. Big round of applause. Watch your head now. Tomatoes would return for a disappointing performance. No, you don't want to tell. You haven't been doing any of the work. You keep making life of every station, but I would love to put my feet up even once. The feet is still firmly planted. And no, you have your job and I have mine. I do ditties and jigs and jibes and you say princesses. You want to give it up and the last second? You don't deserve to be on a stage. A true performance is the story through to the end, no matter what. You make a promise to the audience and see it through. You hear me? See it through. If you're the hero, then act like it. I have to say it, but I agree for once. Giving up here truly would be a joke. You have to admit it. It would be pretty funny. It's not. You are not. How about you do what you need to be loved? You do what you need to be loved, and I do what I need to because you're already the hero. What could you possibly want? You started this journey, wanted this. Why would you? Giving up is not. The hero is the start. So shiny, so twinkly, so perfect. Why would you ever give up that up, even as a joke? Are you jealous? The curtain falls on the jester's ruse. Rather, the jester topples like a house of cards and stays on the ground, shaking with silent laughter. There is a note of desperation in their voice that they can't seem to push down. She's jealous. Am I good self? My no. You are the one who's jealous, don't you see? You are the one who wants. Forgive me. I am the one who guides you down this path. Woe is me. For a party partner in years and years, I have played the good and righteous hero. Oh, what have I done? I wanted was for you to be happy, happy hero, so that you could do what that heroes do happily. This is the reason I set off on this mere request, you see. It wasn't I wanted to save the world or anything. I think I may have once, but playing the hero, that's not just not who I am. We already knew that. You show your hand for the parent and this. That's what you think. Our hero speaks the truth. I have done nothing worthwhile this entire adventure. Isn't that funny? I really convinced you people that I was contributing more than your pretty face. And along I thought that if I came along on a grand adventure, I would finally earn the spotlight. Really, genuinely earn it. I mean, the applause, the attention, the rose at my feet, the pizzas, the power wow, the fanfare, the laughter, the love. I didn't want it to just be given to me. That'd be that'd be absurd. If I was given freely, I don't think I would have deserved it. Don't say that. You've always deserved it. Easy for you to say. Everyone wants to be you. You're a hero. You're strong and righteous and brave. You who vanquishes evil. You who always does the right thing. You with your big stupid heart because you don't know how to be anything else. As for me, I'd rather go home. I'd rather have my music and my dances and my evening drinks. I even miss my hangovers. I miss the parties, the real parties. Miss when I had to worry about what if my face paint was out of order. I miss my warm bed and my trinkets and eating whole pie by myself. Look at me saying that the truth is very selfish and also very simple. I'd rather sing to the moon and dance in the starlight than save somebody. Anybody. Doesn't that make me a bad person? It doesn't, because I also. No, no, no. This cannot be the conclusion we're arriving at. Are you daft? Are you dumb? We're giving up here? What was that all of it for? The sacrifices, the battles, the monster encounters, the. How can you say something like that? We serve to save the princess. We can't give up. Are you sure you're not the hero? When you put it like that, it really sounds that way, doesn't it? Instead, he makes Roster hang up and stomps away. You should follow, but you do not. You're tired. You're in need of another laugh. And then they were to. Can we say the princess dear? We're going to party with just us two. If you want that to be your last hurrah, then be my guest. I'll watch. But I'm not sure there's much to save still, is there? They gesture at the tower. As the lack of a door, and the lack of the ring that it sits within, and indeed with a lack of the princess to save. And to the end, you're like this, huh? Who says this is the end? Who says any of this ends? Until you can make an ending interesting enough. Did this story even happen? If our struggle are hilarious and our pain isn't entertaining, did we truly suffer at all? Nobody wants a boring performance, hero. You will do well to remember that. So we just go home? I go home. You can figure out how to open the door on your own. Then you save the princess. Then you be the hero. Then you be the hero. That's what you dream of. So don't give up, okay? Make the journey interesting. Make everyone watch you until the very end. This is the most sincere the jester has ever been. You always been my shining, radiant star, my hero. For you clarify, the jester vanishes in a plume of smoke and the after image of laughter. You look back at the empty hollow tower. You cannot be the hero alone. You will do as the jester thought. You will make this story one worth telling. You will make this journey interesting. One day, you will see the tower again. There's no audience to be seen. Regardless, you push open the door and after all these years has formed. You don't need any props for this one last show. Today, I'll be the jester. Let's let's go. Let's go forward for tonight. Just one more adventure. That's what's gonna happen. Where is it this before? Let's follow the water path. Have been taken the path you have been taking is leaving your humble village has decided to split into two. And now as it gets to choose, it will be more annoying still to split up. Which path do you take? The one entangled in thorns, choked by bramble and haunted by shadows. With only a slight tremor in your hand, you gesture towards the forest. As far as it is, you have got your whole party with you. What is there to fear? The warriors just as much, grasping the hand and pulling you forward. Excellent choice, my hero! In truth, the path you take is one more dangerous than you can imagine. Horrors you thought were contained only in the margin of your storybooks now appear in the dozen. Yet there is no place safer than behind the water's grave. You feel no fear. The city of Martyr turns out to be less of a civilization and more of a handful of jacks placed casually together. It's fine, but it's certainly not the place to prepare for your grand quest that you had hoped it might be. The fact weighs frustration on mine. More frustrating still that they refuse to speak to you. You were counting a handful of extra rations bread, but when the local baker refused to open his door to you, that's a bit difficult. Intimidation is a hard word. You would simply let them admire your bread. This armor is not cheap, though. It's not cheap, though you did not pay for it. You have worked with metal enough to know it's worth what you steal. Of course, you look a little more than a raccoon on your own. It's only as the warrior rolls hand over your shoulder that you get anyone to spare a second glance at you. Here and we're met, you wouldn't. Where I could find a blacksmith. Blacksmith is willing to do most anything when faced with a blade tries his side. Anything to get you out the door, Daddy. You do not rest at the village. The forest looms ahead. Is it dense, foreboding, magical? They are the descriptions you heard before you laid proper silence on it. Right now, it simply feels tiresome, and Tom waiting to make its way into your side. You have been traveling all day after all, but the sun has yet to set. There are adventuring hours still in the day. Should you start to reach out and grasp them? Every second that slips by is a second the prisoners remain unsafe. You do as the hero. We are becoming Princess Torres. Oh my god. Nothing may stand in the way of you and your destiny quest, etc. Well, naming a verse does not change its meaning. We don't have time to waste, do we? We rest when we can stand, and no sooner. The jester grows, the mage protests the logistics, and the warrior silences both with a wave of the armored hand. My, you two think you know better than the hero? Ha! We should take sample from their royalty, their passion, their drive. Howard, no? The words fill your chest with a rosy spirit and warmth. Not a shadow of fear unsettles your mind as you push into the forest. Not with them. Not with them by your side. Not with them. Not with them by your side. You're doing the right thing. You are worthy with a braid at the very least. You are not as good as the warrior. Oh no, Henry. Uh, mm, mm. You say as much to them. They look baffled. But of course, when I never the rain, now that would be something to worry about. Listen, hero, you are as good at bravery as you need to be for the challenge you will face. And for everything else, why? That's me, of course. Head off your head proudly like one does a friendly family dog. Oh no! You lead into the touch. Huh. I was, when, going through the game, I imagine the water would be rain. The underground, rusted ground, too rhythmic to be the wind, too low to be the footstep. If anyone can comment on it, something lunges from the tree line. A wolf-shaped thing from the dark, a shadow of yellow that you see only when you fall asleep. Is it your first fight? Hello there, is you there, sir, old man, or not your thing? Don't provoke it. Too late for that. The way to say well dinner. It's nothing especially here. Just hungry, fast, and between you and the rest of your day. The water does not wait for a plan. They are simply moving, red running in one smooth motion, putting themselves between the creature and the rest of the party before anyone can so much as sprint. Don't worry about this one. Just stay back. A wolf thinks snarls and launches the water meets his head on. They absorb the impact on their sheer arm with a groan and a skid of boots through there. Startle you got! The creature recovers fast, circles lunges again from the slightest time. The water pivots to match bright, catching a spoke of light in a wide arc that the creature barely clears. Few dark hairs drifting downward the edge path. The creature jerks once, short and sharp, and then retreats. Huh, nothing to it. So cool. Oh! Ah! Huh? Huh? You bring a video that you said. That's not, I mean, what? Huh? Someone got a secret on my job. Is it secret they just went out and said? I, not to worry, hero. I find this endearing. You have your head in your hands! After a sudden outburst of rain, your party stumbles off the beaten path into a wasted shrine. It is sort of a dime a dozen, about that you have seen erected in many places. There is even one of similar make in your village. Yet this one holds itself differently. When the party rests, something about the place seems to answer. There are no dramatics, there is simply an uncertain, too precise sense. Where you're quite hoping for fears reflected back at you, gently as if the shrine were near. This feeling holds you away at night as your companions rest. A vision flickers at your mind. It is nice to want to stay. Lean out of the vision. You hold your breath, going backwards from 100 by 2s and touching the back of your earlobes with your fingers. You go through every possible action to stay present, sort of yelling at your companions to leave. But you keep your mind about you. You are not certain whether you manage to sleep at all during that night. As boiled in the underbush, you spot a storage chest with a lock that clearly in better days. And also clearly still has something in it. A locker you past mentioned almost as an aside that locked me to his or might have a key that is near enough to most things to hear. The warrior cracks the lock open through a sheer enthusiasm and a couple disregards for the chest's structural integrity. The lock survives, the chest does not. You don't get whatever was inside, but the chest itself might serve as a hindrance? Definitely not. You rest in a small rocky out coffin after a particularly long day. Fragments of the ring sink in and swirling after a warrior in particular, so they seem to pay no heed. Indeed, when they remove their helmet for the night, weeping sheet off their brow, you cannot help but feel a sense of admiration. Ad, mm, of yes, of course, admiration. That's that's what we are feeling. Uh-huh, definitely. God, he reminds me of him. I think I think it's brave the things you do. Huh? Where might those things be? The words that slipped from your mouth before you fully understood what you were forming with them. You're a bit embarrassed, but you continue on. You are always changing in, ready to fight. It's like you don't feel anything at all. I don't think stupid people can feel fear. You're still wearing the best armor, you know? One hit won't put a chip on me, but it's 10 or mage flying. Not I like to say. Uh, Shut up, I'll send you flying. Oh, you're fighting, you're already. So I can look whoever loses. You're both the worst. Don't worry, I'm big on the wake. You're safe. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. You're so noble. I just want to do what's right. I want to save the world, and that's a big task. The perfect hero needs a strong resolve. You have to be the strongest to save those people after all. I guess I still have a lot to learn. Every hero starts somewhere. You got to give it all you got. A cozy old president sits at the little edge to where the road still comes around. Past this point is tense and road and whatever the forest provides. Thank you for making sure you know exactly how much that's worth. This is familiar in a way that you don't particularly like, but the Jester insists that this is the team bonding investment. They are enough to make the innkeeper visit the calculated evening. The party lasts more than 3 happy days. What? Something bothering you? Oh, no, not at all. You're a bad liar. Ugh. It's rude to be so broad about this sort of things, my mate. I don't care. The water lacks are the mate, alcohol and fruit. But what's the matter? It's something to do with your dark and mysterious past. I know. I bet I can get it. One, test me. Just there. For once, the water down is firm. The jester raises their hand in mock surrender. Wait, I wanna hear. Only born in life has. Just there. The jester shuts their jaw fast enough that their teeth hit. They are still grinning though. You come across a one-day merchant with a cart of eclectic wares. Allegedly, there is an item from every name in the air and land. The warrior that catches even the catches warrior's gaze, however, is the symbol of his stock. Here, hero, drink for you. You press an iron knife into your hand. The leather handle feels comfortable against your skin. Wonderful choice. No, as for the price. Why? Serving this land from certain part is not payment enough. I almost feel bad for this merchant. Actually, no, I feel bad for. No, actually, they have a course. No, actually, no, I feel bad telling you. I mean, well, that is to say, there's a time and place to spend coin. It's not here. You beat the merchant and you, and I just we robbed the guy, the 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 individual. We don't know if it's we robbed them. We basically robbed them blind. Like they couldn't do anything. No. A party come across an old campsite. It's long and abandoned, but previous travelers who come this way before. Year, Ash, Cat Message, maybe a journal or two. Artists scream half-heartedly. The mage spoke to the wrist cautiously, with her staff. Curiously, you lean to read the message. And finally someone. They'll remember my name. The messages continue in this way, and then get shorter, more repetitive. They stop this sentence. This is the mysterious shape of people who got an answer to the one and didn't come back from it. The room. A group hands over the party. You're polite. You have enough sense about you not to insult those at rest. Well, perhaps you're still a bit selfish. Still, when you're self-centered, you organize the remains just a little bit. Get someone comes back for them. And in your beast, drops the way. Pair food smartly with dark spots, so whatever this is a gift, being born with, or simply the part of God, who can say? You can just ignore it. Can you? The hero steps forward, quickly, and efficiently you take care of it. It's not made to suffer a single second more. The party moves on. The situation of being safe happens so often it almost becomes lackluster. Phew, we got off there in the nick of time. Just save us once again. Being a warrior is what's good I'm good at. Any problem at all? Leave it to me. Oh, what if I left my best line alone in the rain? What then? Well, come on now, I can control the weather. There's any problem? I could actually fit that for you, but I wouldn't. Because you hate me. Exactly. No need to fight. A hero doesn't need to protect linen. A hero protects things that can be replaced. That's what makes us important. What if it's incredible rare linen? What if your mother's linen? Caramage. Hero could caramage for you, is it? No, take it. Heroes carry other people to do tasks where they can do themselves. That that is what we do. Yes, actually, that's exactly what we are doing. I'm concerned. I'm actually concerned right now. I'm actually concerned because this list has been going so well. So I'm waiting for the rock pool. I'm waiting for that. The rock will be pulled. Mark my words. If I had enough, I could save the wet linen. I believe that. Just take the linen. Take it inside. The warrior laughs at that. Easy and on guard. In the banks of a particularly spacious river, you are brought up to guard by the tollkeeper. Regardless of how many pretty priests you route away, they are willing to move. But that let you through anyway. No. That is not project for them to be saviors of this land, no. If I had a penny for each fellow who said that to me, I wouldn't need to see out. Well, we're the real ones. And I really need to pay rent. You do not pay the doorkeeper, instead go the long way. There's no bit of resources in the process. Maybe it's based on correct. Maybe the fate of Europe is based on correct decisions. For example, in the route with I did the worst I could do in the western route, attack you the row. Maybe if I do the most best choices for the best, most appropriate choices for each of the members, maybe that's what decides if the rogue survives or not. Rest is important and necessary. The party makes camp early, and after there's still daylight left to spend on something other than working. Jill gets laid out across perros, torn ends, a cheap buckle, and the dual edge of a blade that seems more used than care. The warrior has the armor hardly assembled, before anyone else has unpacked methodically, checking its strap and tray. He's the focus of someone who treats maintenance as his own kind of training. You should be doing this too, you know. They speak kindly towards you. A blade they don't care of is a blade that serves you when need matters. Speaking of, let's see what the knife will do. They take it without asking permission, turning it over and testing the edge against the thumb with easy familiarity. It's good blade indeed, when you ground and your last ring. So, here. They place the handle back in your grip, then reposition your finger one by one, resetting pieces on above. Thumb along the spine or grab along the there. Probably different from what you are used to, your vida, right? Take your time. It's my judgment, but you feel warm. You feel warm are old. Ah! Ah! A traveling storeman finds your group and demands a duel with a hero. I have traveled far and wide and finally found there's actual hero in these parts. That the title actually earned. Only I can tell, can I? In this part, didn't we just get here? Never doubt the power of a strong reputation, my friend. There does not seem to be any malice in that one. Regardless, you must fight. One step have a pace forward, as if to take your place before catching that shot. No, this one's yours. I'm still loud enough for the both of us, alright? Just where you stand. The storm doesn't wait for a signal. They are right crossing the distance. Right, I'm sitting a clean dagger and meant to end things fast. You barely get your storm in time. Still screams against you and the force of it rattles off your shoulders. Haha! It's a reflex for a hero. Then let up. 3 more strikes, it's faster than last, it's one a hard step ahead of what you expected. It's like one sport that cuts through the noise in your head. Stop watching the storm! What's that shoulder? You do, and it works. You read the first thing before it lands. Sidesteps and storm embrace bites the end into MPL where you used to be. The opening small isn't enough. Your strike isn't elegant. It isn't practice, but it lands and the stormman staggers back. A sort of skitters from their grip. Look at that! No was loud enough to start a flock of feet out of the tree line. You encounter a fragment of the rim. Stand back! Don't need to tell me twice! Don't be rash. No one is happy about the encounter. For adventurers, the rim is never and never to look forward to. Even the bravest of knights recognize the harm that might befall one with a pure desire of serving their king. It is a small thing. You can sidestep this easily. You sidestep it easily. I still cannot with the you sidestep it easily. It's so funny every time. A mysterious figure bursts out of the dark, launching a knife. Heart! Don't come any closer. Why would you think they're going to listen to you? The shouting can be pretty convincing. Oh no! Please don't tell me I'm too pretty to die! If I were to kill you, I would not do it here. Here it is, one day party of four. I will give you a warning while your journey is still young. Beware the path you tread, for it is a perilous one. By all odds, you won't make it. Not all of you, anyway. Who are you? Why do you hope that she might tell us this? The quest you have taken is not as simple as it seems. The heroes that you seek to become are not. The the warrior lashes down the mysterious figures before another word can be said. Okay, why did you do that? They were dangerous. None of the time you want hanging around. So, you killed them? Just like that? Of course. My rose to the world of evil. Did I do something wrong? No, no. I mean, how did you know they were evil? The same reason why people kill spiders or squash a rose beneath a shoe. Because when you see a pest, it's just something you do. I can tell. I've seen that before. A hooded, strong dagger, robed like Morton Shadow. They are agents of the dream. Their solid mission is to drive you deep into the one. They must have been looking for the next victim. I wasn't going to let that be one of us. What? Then you handy for saving the day, as it were. Okay, wine for deep water, perchance? Knock it off. You would hurt anyone for senseless killing. It wasn't senseless. I believe you. You have been a good head. You have a good head on your shoulders. If you, if you say it had to happen, then it had to happen. The water smiles. The hero smiles back. The mage looks wary about. He just starts to juggle. You look down at the body on the ground. It bleeds, just like you do. You can't help but feel a little sad for it. Oh, so that's the tragedy. There isn't a place for you in this world. Alright, Tarugan, time to keep moving. There's a sticky feeling in your gut you cannot ignore. You ignore it anyway. This will not end well. Oh my god. The quest doesn't feel like the same quest you took on Arcos nights ago. Many things have changed, and the party has itself for one. But for you, you can start counting the seconds it takes for the water to stand back up after taking a fall. Why is the number keeping higher? It happens as the fight as shouldn't have been close. A rim-touch thing, faster than it has any right to be, leads from the bush. The water throws themselves into a bath half second before it would have reached the mage's dead. After a moment, the monster is screaming too. The helmet goes flying off. The water gets off. Of course they get off. But there's blood that wasn't there an hour ago. And the mage's hands are shaking away that has nothing to do with magic. You, what's wrong with you? I'm fine. You're not fine. And what's that thing go to where your dress are supposed to be? Well, we're supposed to be still intact. And no, it's not going through yours. It's like a favor to me. Is it not a trade if you make it without asking me? My voice cracks. The word doesn't move. You stupid oaf. The world is not going to reward you for doing the right thing. If it did, then don't you think you have done enough to be rewarded by now? Instead, you're always stuck in this circle of fighting and getting nothing in return. Wake up! The world doesn't care. You're doing all of this for nothing. Everything you have ever done is for nothing. And one day is going to take you with it. And then, what then? What is anyone supposed to do then? He. The world goes very still. When they speak again, there is still a still voice. I know that. Of course, I know that. I know this world doesn't care about me. I know the world doesn't care about anyone. I know that no matter how much effort I put in, nothing will come out of it. But I care about the world. That's what I fight. That's why I keep fighting. Fighting and fighting and getting nothing in return for it. Try stupid if you want. But I love the world we live in. It doesn't have to love me back. I have this big old heart of mine, and it loves enough for all of us. The gringo Sane. The mage opens their mouth and closes it again with a single word coming out. I need you to stop asking me to be smarter about this. I can be smarter about this. It's the only way I know how to be at all. They pick the helmet back off the ground, the hand isn't quite still doing it. There is only one word for what they are right now. Vulnerable. You hate seeing it. You hate it more than anything. Hero Warrior is the unshakable rock. When Earth bursts, the water cannot. We have got ground to cover. This isn't going to wait for us to finish figuring things out. The body moves on. You keep resting at the water's side the rest of the night, watching for brother to stop. That hasn't stopped. That you can quite tell either way in the dark. Neither you nor the mates bring up dangers in the daylight. Some things don't get a second conversation. The tower is close enough to make only bigger stones. The water space has quickened. There is restless energy to them. Almost like the closer the tower gets, the more they want to simply be ready. Don't finish. The quest is clear and everyone's safe. You're one step behind. You have been there for so long, it doesn't feel like a choice anymore. That's why when the water stops you, you bow into their back. The water turns around and looks at you. Then at the rest of the party. And finally, you. I look at the blank wall based on the side of the tower. You look for the door. Everyone does. Up and down, left and right, you are expected to find an answer, right along with everyone else. But you don't look long. The water's hands grip you in a way they have never done before. Listen to me. Listen to me. I need you. I need you to reach back for that water. A clean, simple starting line. One. I want to save the princess. That's it. That's the one thing. Nothing attached to. Warrior! Others have made their way back from their first scavenger hunt, but it doesn't matter. There's no one in the world right now to you but the warrior. You try to obey. You really do. All you find is a pair of hands reposition your fingers and agree one by one. A voice calls into the noise in your head. Stop watching their sword. Watch their shoulder. The warrior whooping loud enough to start first for a tree line. What strategy you did that wasn't even impressive. Maybe if they hadn't cheered them, they'd be able to cheer right now. It's not there, is it? No. They let go of you, sit back on their heels. The warrior looks at the tower for a long moment, then back at you. You big-hearted idiot. They side you up with a sort of tired fondness. When did you start walking like that? Like, what? You played up. Behind me. To the left. I'm just down. The boss isn't angry. Far worse. They're disappointed. In the fight last week you moved before I did. It did. I know it didn't change anything. That's not what I'm bringing up. You moved before I did. Since when do you know to do that? I just, I watched you. You are good at it. I pick it up. I guess you watch me. Yes. The water starts back, looking at you. The water looks at their hands. They aren't quite steady. I was so certain it was noble. No, it is noble. I believe that. I just also think you weren't supposed to learn it from me. The warrior leans her head back against the stone and closes her eyes. No one else speaks. If you try hard enough, you can beat whatever's bad out of you. This is something that you have convinced yourself of. Enough sweat, enough tears, enough blood. Surely it can make the warrior look at you kindly again. From wherever they are, you are savior of the weak, a beacon of Altamirno, and it's put in the world. You have a smile that chases any fear away. One day, you come back to the tower alone. You intend to simply leave something at the base of it before you go in, yet somehow, the door is finally there. It's more than ordinary, exactly what it is supposed to be. Today, I did the water. I I really like meta props. Maybe is the way to say it. You know, that play with the tropes of its own genre. In each of the routes you take you in different ways and depend in the roots of the warrior and the jester you end up taking their you end up becoming like them, which you know it's clear the thing it needs is the protagonist's desire, the hero's desire. They are the desire for want to save the princess, for want to start and finish this mission. And the more you depend on others, the more the hero forms the relationship to others, the more they become like them, and the less they are a hero. They become, you know, like the others. I think I think I will finish this for tonight. I think we'll finish going to finish here for tonight. Just I just want to be sure of something before I go. Just you know, yeah, let's go start with this. Let's just take a different decision for each. The path you have been taken since leaving your humble village has decided to splinter too. Annoying as it is to choose, it would be more annoying still to speed up. Which path do you take? When you ask the mage to help assist you with pathfinding, they stutter slightly. I guess I'm capable of that sort of thing too. A handful of muttered chants later, the mage that surrounds their staff points back and a binding arrow towards the fine-looking path. Everyone groans, but the mage holds more into their arsenal than the secret skill of divination. With a wave of their staff, they can up a power that monster runs off hardly also. It sounds real, it says in almost fictitious. When you smash all of the other end, you are safe and taken care of. The city on your map turns out to be less of a civilization and more of a handful of tracks placed hastily together. It's fine, but it's certainly not the place to prepare for the grand quest that you can hope it may be. The fact weighs frustrating on your mind, more frustrating still when they refuse to speak to you. You were counting on a handful of extra ration bread, but when the local baker refused to open his door to you, that's a bit difficult. No easier method of making friends than with coin, green, and music. The jester puts out what real coin you have, real true gold, rather than the one trinkets in your pocket, and practically dances them into the hands of the villagers you meet. Say, are we supposed to play the blacksmith now? My best duel. They pay him in merrymaking. It turns out, or myself, the jester pays him. The rest of the party finds yourself sitting outside the village. They can take bar until late in the night. When the jester finally emerges, it is with a lighter purse and an excruciatingly heavy backpack. The fast long ahead is intense but running magical. Those are the descriptions you heard before you lay proper signs on it. Right now, it simply feels tiresome, a town waiting to make its way into your sight. You have been running all day after all, but the sun has yet to set. You are spending hours till the day. Should you decide to recharge and rest? You do as the hero does. Nothing may stand in the way of you and your destiny quest, etc. But your name it burst does not change the meaning. We don't have time to waste, do we? Well, this game can stand, and no sooner. The jester growls. The mage processes the logistics, and the warrior silences them both with of an armored hand. My, you do think you know better than a hero? Ha! She'll take samples from their royalty, their passion, their right. Onward, no. The world fills your chest with a blossoming spirit and warmth. No shadow of fear resides in your mind as you push through the forest. Not with them by your side, you are doing the right thing. Your party members are good. You're not certain if they are nice, but they are good. It's a fact that most ring with surrounding truth. Their parties are in the right place, that they will aid the hero in their endeavor. Intimacy does not need to exist in this situation. Any potential closeness is allowed to slip through your fingers like sand. You got a quest, remember? And if you forgot, then remember again. Get a preset, same and sound. Okay? That's everything for tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time. And when we're going to finish this, uh, you, we are going to finish this next time. We're going to follow the hero path. There will probably be a rogue path, seeing as all of the things that, all of the conventions of the game, there will probably be a rogue path. And there'll probably be something related to the rim, to the, with the rim, chalice, and such. So yeah, with that said, thank you everyone for watching. Bye bye.